Maybe my name's Ben Matthews, aka Ben Time Traveler. I am who I say I am. The government went inside the government ain't. Trust me on this, I know these things. It's the first clear night I had in quite a long time. So I'm out here tonight and we're going to take a little peeksy, see what we can see. I went to the store to get some coffee and I come home. That's Mars. That's Jupiter. But Jupiter was right about almost where Mars is at right now. And it was just starting to get dark. I mean, just starting. And as I was looking at Jupiter, and I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth about what I'm about ready to say, I watched this black, I'd say, pyramid triangle looking craft. And I can't say it was black. To be honest with you, I say it was more shadowy. It looked like a shadow more than anything, like it was cloaked. And it just went by so fast. It blew my mind, man. For one, the size of it and the way it looked. It almost looked. It was like smoky, shadowy looking. I could still see it. I mean, I could see it, but if you weren't paying attention and looking, you wouldn't have never seen it. I just happened been looking at the right spot. I guess I was looking at Jupiter, and it just zoomed by, and I could make out the shape of it. I don't know if it was cloaked, if it was just moving that fast and made that appearance and make it look like it was cloaked. But I could tell how it looked. And it flew towards Lake Huron. We're facing east right now. As a matter of fact, right over in Lambton, Ontario, they're reporting drones over there. And I look, see what kind of things they got over there. And the only thing I know is, when I looked, it was the oil refinery, which then again, I could see that being something they'd be interested in, enemy or foe, you know. Enemy, they would destroy that oil refinery, sure enough. But that craft was, it was pretty good size. You know, it looked like it didn't have no lights on it either. By the way, period, no lights at all. Okay, and it was moving. It was moving pretty damn quick. It kind of looked like the Phoenix Lights craft a little bit without the lights. But the Phoenix craft looked like a boomerang type thing. This thing here looked like that, but it looked like it was solid, more solid than like the Phoenix Lights. But y'all get outside, man, and takes a look around, and I'm seeing some stuff, man. As a matter of fact, this plane was coming from the east, going towards the west, and I'm not sure if it was a satellite or that plane dropped what looked like a ball of energy, a light. I didn't have my phone out ready yet. And then the ball of energy came towards me and disappeared. But that could have been a satellite. I can't say that plane did what it did. It just maybe was all lined up perfect at that time, and that's what it appeared to me to be. But that that craft, man, was the way it was moving so fast. I mean, it was in front of me. I seen it, and it was gone, man. I mean, moving that quick. But I seen it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna stand out here and freeze my ass off tonight. I don't care, man, because this is the first time I've been able to come outside and take a look at anything and see the stars. And you look what the Pope did, and a lot of people don't understand about opening the portals. You know, they do this all the time there, man. The demons in the church, and if the church is weak, the demons won't leave. They can't get rid of them. Do their ecstasy, whatever the fuck they call it. They can't get rid of them. But did you look at the Pope's face, man? He looked scared, man. He didn't want to be doing that crap, man. But if the church is weak, they won't be able to get rid of them. But he opened the portals, man. And with the Freemasons, this goes back, man. They worship Satan, man. Look at the name of their telescope, man. Probably staying out here all night, not see anything, but that's okay, man. Keeping my eyes to the sky, man, because I already seen two things hit. One thing I just that blew my mind, man. But I've seen a lot throughout the time I've been here. You know, you go back and look at my old videos, and if my old channel was still up, I had some great footage back in the days. I was going to drive down to the river by Lake Huron. And once again, there's a lake, and we're watching what's happening in New Jersey. Are they coming from the ocean? Are they in our Great Lakes? Did it go down the St. Clair River, man? And who knows? I don't see nothing. I see Mars. I got a star map, so on anything out of the ordinary, I can say, well, I can back that up, man. Let's sit in the car for a minute, man. Kind of don't even want to sit in the car. I just kind of want to see. I got nothing really like too much city lights, extortion. That's why I should have went down by Lake Huron. We can sit in the car and keep an eye out, man. See nothing here, so wait a second. Get a little bit of heat up in here. It's not really that cold, man, but I'm skinny and I'm blood thinner, man. So I stay cold, bro. That craft, that craft was something to behold, man. It moved so fast. I want to say it looked like it was cloaked. It looked more like a shadow, but you could see it perfectly, but almost like you were kind of looking through it. But and y'all remember weeks before they started spotting all. See, the drones, I think, are United States military. I don't think I know they're the United States military drones, and they're observing these orbs and UFOs, man. And they things are doing some amazing shit. You know, and here's another thing that gets me, man. By the way, peace, love, and understanding. Much respect to you all. Here's another thing that gets me, man. The human species in here now has become so numb, immune, just accustomed to what you're seeing now that it don't seem like it's having that big an effect on that big a population, you know, unless you're seeing it. You know, how many people don't follow what other people follow on Twitter and X, and, Facebook, and YouTube, and whatever all them other things are, ticky tax or whatever the fuck, you know. They're following other shit, cooking or whatever, you know. They ain't following what's really going on. You probably may be lucky if maybe the world populations that is, I would imagine it's over 40% of the people just in the United States of America know about the drones. And if they do know about the drones, then they don't know anything else about the orbs and UFOs and all that crazy, beautiful, wonderful stuff they're doing. But then again, and you know, I'll be honest here. You got the United States military flying drones and whatever agency. I'm just saying military, you know, but you know, there's agencies out there that you don't even know, you know, and they're monitoring these orbs and UFOs, and then there's another group of intelligent life forms that are interacting with the balls of energies, orbs, and you know, I don't want to say that there's two different intelligent life forms there, well, three counting you, the human species. But when you go back and you read the ancient history, you know, the stuff that they keep away from you, it talks about the wars in the skies that happened numerous times. But go back a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks or so before all this jumped off, and I filmed that white ball of energy. I filmed many times in the past years my share of the balls of energy. I even filmed black orbs, and them are the ones that creep me out, you know. Them are the ones that tell me, not just because they're black, they're the ones that tell me not good. You know, the balls of energy, I don't feel intimidated by them. I don't feel that I should have this fear of them. The black ones, yeah, and everything in between, yeah. But the balls of white energy, and it's usually what, yeah, you living in it, man. Living in it. When air traffic, we don't have. I'm not over really a fly zone at all where I'm at, and Only time you seen that airplanes flying over is when they're geoengineering. And I want to get into this link with the geoengineering and what's going on too, because you know, comes a point in time. I said this, man. That, you can only put so much of that shit up in the air, man, and it falls down to the ground, and it has major effect on the vegetation, human species, animals, the water, the whole system, man. And it's gonna stop that process, them gears from turning. One little kink in the chain, and the whole thing gets thrown out of whack. Maybe these up there, the good ones, are saying, "Hey, man, you guys are really effing up about this." Because when I first started filming orbs, they are always by the chemtrails. I watched them, man. They go like they go up there like they and I said this in my past videos, man, that they look like they were sniffing, monitoring, taking samples of what was being sprayed in the air. And it's possible that the human species, man, pushed himself too far, man, with that crap. But it's just it like I say, it's like people that are aware of what's going on. It's exciting maybe to you and interesting that wow, but it's not. Don't seem like it's that great a deal. Like it's really that amazing anymore. You come numb to it, immune to it. I just, it's one thing. Your government's lying to you. Straight up and call you guys, everybody that's seen it, that you're dummies and you're misinformed. You don't know what you're looking at. That's a plane, or that's like Mars or Venus or Jupiter. Let me tell you something, man. I know the stars, and if I don't know the stars and their position, I got a star map that'll show me, man. And I always check it. I check it all the time, man. I check where the moon's at. It's been like that since I've been here, man. It's just boom. So I know when I see something and it ain't there, it ain't on the star map. I know that's something amazing. Like I just showed you where Mars is at. And it's you sit there and tell me something else, man. It's just to tell you all something, that you're oh, it's just a plane, or that was just a planet, blah blah blah. But the plane activity, I can't say it's really slowed down much in the last couple of weeks, because I ain't seen the sky in the last couple of weeks. Okay. Every once in a while, boom, we get a little clearing for a minute, and that's it, man. It's been nothing but cloudy, milky looking, hazy crap. Okay. But all of a sudden tonight, you've seen a few airplanes popping in and out, mostly towards the north. But when, like I said, when they're geoengineering, they're coming all over top of me. They're just laying down their pattern. You know the routine. You know the score. But most of the planes right now I'm seeing are all towards the north. And what's to the north of me? Lake Huron. Yeah, that Pope opening up the portal and shit, man. What's wrong with that guy, man? You know? Well, this thing's really dark, ain't it? Hmm? Yeah, it's really dark. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay out here for a while, man. See what I can see, man. If I see anything, if I see something, I'll hop out of the car and we'll try. But these phones ain't worth the shit, man. Ever since my camcorder took a shit, well, it was my fault. I left it outside when it rained, but it is what it is. That's the best camcorder I ever had, man. That thing could zoom in on Jupiter, man. See its moons. I would usually pick up 3 to 4, depending on the pollution, the lighting and shit. And I usually could pick up 3 or 4 of her moons. But that's the problem. Everybody's got our damn cell phones in their hand, man. I wish these good researchers would go out there with a good camcorder, man. Sometimes people are getting it out of focus, man, and it makes it look like it's doing all these freaky things, man. If you had a camcorder, you could zoom in on that, man, and keep that where you get a real good shot of these shit, man. Because the phones, they just ain't there, That's another thing. All this technology and shit, man. It's all come from them anyway. The mark of the beast, man. No question to me, man. No question, no question. I'm living in that time. That's why I'm here, man. I gotta see this, Let's say you were uh, a more advanced, highly intelligent life form, possible to do certain things. For instance, time travel or jump parallel universes, travel through space and time, whatever. And you knew that this species on a certain planet was going to destroy themselves and blah, blah, blah. Maybe you would want to go look at it and check it out, man. Learn, not that maybe to educate, learn. Well, you wouldn't learn because you're more of a higher intelligent anyway. But just to show how stupid this human species of so-called intelligence really weren't. They destroyed themselves. I read this story many, many moons ago. And it was written way before they even built the pyramids. And it talked about intelligent life form coming to this planet and populating it with different species of human beings. You're all, and if you look at yourself, you maybe you'll realize, it's not where you live, man. There's different species that are put in different parts of the world, man, of humans. And this was all a, what you call it, experiment, but a test. Not a test, trying to prove that other species out there could get along. You put a bunch of different species on a planet that never ever got along and, like populate the earth. That it's possible that those species could get along and share the heavens, share space and time. But it don't look like it worked. Because I like people tell me, people are dark skin because they live closer to the sun, and people are lighter because they live closer to the North Pole, South Pole. And it's no, that's not it, man. That's not right, man. Because you could have a child born in Africa. He could have a child. 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 If you were white to begin with, that child's still going to be white. Yeah, that story was quite interesting, man. And it also talked about in the story that numerous times they never got it right, and they keep have to start over and over. See, this is where other stories come in and get mixed up with the original story, the true story, the facts. But they have to, they keep messing up. Well, they're not messing up. The human species itself's messing up. Different human species. Let's just put it that way. And the last ones almost made it. Were real far along and advanced in technology and whatnot, and destroyed themselves, man. And if you go for millions and millions and millions of years, if every human being was gone off this planet right now, man, millions of years down the road, there'd be no signs that there was ever any human beings that lived on this planet. All your houses, the cars, the roads, Mother Nature would take over. The bridges would be gone and just collapse, and there'd be no signs that there was ever any human being living here that was capable of what little bit you're capable of doing right now. And what little bit you are capable of doing right now is just what they give you, man. Them black op programs, man, they ain't nothing but bitches and hoes, man. Let me tell you, man. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say it like that, but that's what they are, man. They're bitches and hoes, man. To sit there and work outside, for instance, any government in the world, but I'm using the United States of America because that's where I'm positioned right now. Did any black op programs and agencies that are not held liable for anything they do, not even to the president of the United States of America? Okay, that's fearful. That's pretty scary shit right there. To think that there's groups of individuals that are controlling certain things that ain't held liable to effing anybody. That's pretty scary crap, man. Because once you start getting like that, man, then you think you're higher than everybody else. You're at the top of that pyramid, man. You know. Mars has moved a pretty good clip. I ain't seen anything. Seen a couple planes to the north. That's it. Just what I've seen earlier, man. I'll never forget it, man. I'll never forget it. It's just starting to get dark, man. That triangle looking just went by and looked like, I want to say, shadowy, like I don't want to say cloak because I could see it. And then once again, I don't know if it's because it was moving so damn fast and that's what gave that appearance that it looked like a shadow or like it was cloaking. I don't know if because it was moving so fast that gave that effect, but it was pretty amazing. And then when that plane went over, it almost looked like an orb came up out of it, but I'm leaning more towards that being a satellite, and they just happen to be the paths just happen to cross perfectly at that point in time. I ain't gonna make up shit. There's another plane. Yeah, they're, they're not they're not doing anything out of the ordinary. The regular planes, man. They ain't leaving anything out of their ass. No chemtrails or anything. You don't mind if I smoke a joint, do you? Hmm? Cool, thanks. Appreciate that, man. I ain't driving, man. I'm just sitting in the car, man. I ain't driving, so don't go calling the cops on me. Yeah, the government act like I said, the government acts like you guys are all stupid and shit, man. You don't know what the hell you're looking at. Oh, that's just a plane. That's just Venus. That's just Mars. That's Jupiter. A lot of people get shit mixed up. Don't get me wrong, man. Hey, Paris, what's up, man? I can see the chats a little bit. I just know you. I just know you because you're got the wrench. 99. What up? Okay, my eyesight's. I can't see the chats, man. So, what do you all think about the Pope opening up the portals, man? What do you think? Now, when you go back and you read, with the Freemason and all that, man, they do this all the time, man. Well, not all the time. They do it certain times, and they literally are inviting the demons in to the church. And then the church is supposed to go about their little thing and cast them out. Well, back in the day, it wasn't so hard to get the demons to leave the church. But now it's getting harder for them to cast the demons out of the church. And I besides Israel, what better place would I think that Lucifer would prefer to sit? The Vatican. That's my opinion, man. He take Jews, Israel later. I think he would like to have his throne sitting there in the Vatican, man. And you look at the Pope's face, I don't care what anybody says, man. I know he's old, he's up there in age, man, but that old man looks scared. He looked real scared. Let me open up the sunroof, man. I want nothing flying up over my head, man. Anyway, it's getting a little bit smoky in here. Yeah, it's a better shot right there anyway. Can't see anything, it's too smoky. No, you can see now with the sunroof open. I wish I could park in the road But snow ordinance. But here, let me do this real quick. Is that him? MH, what up? This is the first clear night, man. If we're gonna have any luck, this is the night, man. And Mars it's pretty good, man. That's Mars right there. See how distorted that is, man? Huh? See how distorted that was? And even like that's distorted. So if I do catch anything, it ain't gonna be no anything spectacular, you know. It ain't gonna be the video to prove everything, you know. A lot better videos than that from the past, man. That never got no love, so put this back there. Turn this around. I don't know why, man. You can't see me. Yeah, it's it's not bad, out, man. Just like I said, man. I got blood thinner and shit, man. I'm skinny, and skinny people stay cold, man. But shit, man, this is end of December and shit, man. We had a little bit of snow, but it ain't been nowhere where it should be, man, for cold. But I just know in a couple weeks, it's gonna get bitter cold, man. I keep looking. Got no planes, no satellites. Yeah, I know some years ago I was standing out here and I knew the International Space Station was going to go overhead, and I filmed it and I caught it, man, on my camcorder. And oh, what we got here? Hang on. Hang on. What we got here? Hang on. I'm not sure yet. Where'd it go? That was flying. Loaded them trees down there. It was probably about a mile away, but it was low. It was white, just like them balls of energy looking orbs. Seemed to be more like probes to me. No. I was hoping it'd come up behind them trees, man, but it must have been sitting too low. it was so low the trees are blocking it. And I'm hoping it come out up over this way, man. Couldn't tell if it was coming towards me. Or actually maybe going away from me. Yeah, it was pretty low, man. No, I don't see it, man. We're gonna get something, man. We're gonna get something. This is just, it's just been already, coming back from the store and seeing what I seen was, didn't have a phone or anything, but it was amazing, man. It was right there, man. Shot across like fast. And like I said, I don't know if the reason the way it looked is because it was moving so fast, or if it was semi cloaked. I guess the word I'm looking for, because I could see it, but it looked shadowy, I would almost say it's because of how fast it was going. Yeah, that thing didn't pop back up, man. Didn't have no blinking lights. It was just solid white light looking. And I do believe I don't you can't see it, but I do believe it looks like there's a I'll just say vapor trail, you can get people pissed off and shit in the socialist platforms and want to put little things underneath your video calling you a liar, you know. And then you start searching and looking for different shit on X or Twitter. I go against X or YouTube or whatever platform and shit. They got everything straddled down again, man. Never just a couple what 3-4 months ago. I was saying how all the UFO videos and shit had disappeared, and blah 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 blah. And all of a sudden, I mentioned, I don't know what 4 months ago. I said, look how all the UFO videos are starting to pop here and there. You couldn't find shit for the longest time. And I just said this, man. I don't know how many months ago. All of a sudden, the popping out was like, and then it got to the point in the last 2 months, that's all you're seeing. And now they're trying to straddle that shit now. And they keep putting, like when I go and search and shit, but I got IP address blocker and all that shit, blah, 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 blah. And I'm still able to get out there and get some of the good shit, but probably the average Joe, he ain't catching shit, man. Because they keep sending them to their fake ass brainwash videos, fakery, and to make people feel, oh, that's fake, because you're sending them there to look at a fake fucking video. You won't let them see the real stuff out here, man. Yeah, this has already been a good night for me, man. So I love doing this, man. Anyway, I love sitting out here looking at the heavens, man. Over the years, I have filmed a lot of crazy stuff, man. Didn't get much love, it don't matter none to me. It's all documented. Put it in the time book. Like I say, if you're able to be a time traveler or travel to different parallel universes or travel through space and time itself, they say, well, why would any intelligent life form come here to watch you destroy yourself, you know? And who's to say that they ain't, like I said in that old ancient writings, that you weren't put here, or you were put here, different species of humans were put here from different places throughout the universe, that more or less to see if you could get along and advance as one, you know? But that don't look like that working out very good for you, man. I hate to say it, but yeah, that's what that is too. That's a good little line going across the stars right now, man. It don't look like it's totally a geoengineering. It could just be a regular vapor trail because it's not really spreading out that much. But then again, you know, they've been wanting to block out the shit for we can't see it. I don't care what we're spraying up there and what it does to the human species and the animals and vegetation and the water. Who knows? Looking up in New Jersey, the water tasting like crap, man. Ain't much talk about that either, is there? And if there was going to be a terrorist, wink, wink, operation that was going to go down, and with the so-called dirty bomb that's missing. And by the way, they got fingerprints on them bombs, not literally human fingerprints, but the material got fingerprints to it. They could tell where it came from, man. Okay, even after it went off, you can still tell where it came from, man. Just want to put that out there, man. But to think New Year's in New York, I don't know if I want to be there, man. Just saying, just putting it out there. I know. You next thing you know, you're gonna hear, "Oh, New York, New York." You know, everybody gonna come on here and, "Oh, New York, there's gonna be a bomb set off, a dirty bomb." See, I could tell the planes too, man. You know, not even by the blinking lights, but just by the way they move and, but you know, by their lights. But yeah, you could tell the difference between a plane and fucking them orbs and shit, and the drones. The drones are monitoring the orbs, man. It's simple enough, man. You know, they could tell you what they want to tell you and shit, man. I'm telling you the truth and the facts, man. And it is the military. It's not exactly the military. It's another branch that don't exist. Like I said, a bunch of fucking bitches and hoes, man. They got control, in which they shouldn't have no power at all, man. They shouldn't be. They should be held liable, but that's when they got a hold of that first one, man. That first one, a group of individuals and shit. Shh, gotta keep this secret. You know, this is for the benefit of all mankind. You know, we're gonna do this with it. And the first thing that came to their mind is taking it and reverse engineering it, using it as a fucking weapon. Excuse me, but it's true. You can't master it. Give a shit what they, because to begin with, a human being couldn't survive in one of these crafts. That's why what operates them and goes through I don't want to say program a function they were created. They were modified for that these, you call them creatures, you call them what you want, man. All right, you're doing it. The humans, other humans are doing it to each other right now. So, but anyway, that these, we just call them creatures. I don't mean to insult them either, but these creatures are able to withstand because they were modified for that. That's their job, man, and their job is, you know, to monitor what's going on. So it's like the some of the orbs are probes, man. You send probes on other planets yourself, man. I mean, think outside that little square that people think. Then I don't know why they want to lie though, but I got my idea. I think my suspicion that it's got to do with religion itself, with God, the King of Kings. I think that's the number one reason why they lie. Keep the balance. If reality was to be known, it would throw religion out the window. I personally am not going to throw me off balance with God, the King of Kings. I know he's going to be a believer. Period. Bottom line. I know these things, but it would there'd be no balance of religion. There'd be no religion, and if there's no religion, then just think how crazy this world that you live in would really truly be. You know, the murder and the raping, the killing, and everything. I mean, just think about it, man. No law and order, because religion keeps the good side of things. If it wasn't for religion, there'd be no good side. There'd just be total evil. I don't think you would even advance to where you're at right now if there was no religion, the good side of it. Everything has an opposite, including your sun. It's got a binary sun, you know. That's truth and facts. They'll come out here and they'll lie to you. Number of years ago, they used to lie to you and tell you there was no water on any other planet ever. You never. And now they're finding water everywhere. Ooh, but you're supposed to not remember these things. I remember. Ain't no water on that planet. Ain't no water on that planet. Ain't no water on that planet. Yeah, Mars is pretty nice tonight, man. Like I said, I wish I could park in the street, man. We could sit there and stare at Mars. But it's got a nice red glow to her. She's always one of my favorites to zoom in on with the camcorder. Her and Jupiter. Venus, she's good to zoom into, but you just get a ball, like you just get the white. You don't get any detail like you would a little bit of Mars and Jupiter and their moons. You get a better view. I don't know how long I've been on it. Not even an hour. Hope we see something. I got a feeling we're gonna. Might not be the best, but I got a feeling, man. I'll be sitting down here and all of a sudden the sun's coming up and shit. I still got a feeling. No. I'm just glad that we got a beautiful night finally. Yeah, right over to the east of me is Lambton, Ontario. Matter of fact, when I was down there about a week or so ago shooting the sun, being all cloudy and whatnot, it looked pretty cool. That's Sarnia, Ontario. They're right next to Lambton. But anyway, they were spotting the drones over there too. And the only thing I could think of was the oil refinery. It's the only thing I could think of, man. That they'd be interested right there. Nothing personal against you Canadians, but your socialist death panel and shit, man. Sorry about getting your rights taken away, but you guys allowed all that, man. Yourself, your socialist free healthcare shit, man. Well, how's that working out for you, huh? Don't tell me it is, because I know a guy lived right next door here. He was a Canadian. He got deported back to Canada, though. But he it took him 6 months to get into the doctor to find out he had cancer. It was going to take him another 6 months or so to get in the hospital. But he died before he even got into the hospital. Now, don't take that over there, man. If you want to die, just go ahead and you can take your own life and shit. Remember Jack? Jack, what was his name? Jack Vorkian or whatever. Suicide guy and shit. How people commit suicide. He went to prison. Well, he's probably pissed off. He should have been over living in Canada, huh? I don't want to get on the Canadians, no, man, but they are weak. I'm sorry, man. You are. If it defends you, man, oh well, man. You come over here, you buy your groceries, you come to the United States, you buy your gas, you buy your cigarettes, you buy your booze. I watch you on a daily basis. It wasn't so much when the lockdown was, so you couldn't come over here, man. But you guys were hurting over there in Canada because you had to pay that price, man. Yep. A lot of small planes. Nothing, a few commercial ones, but not a small planes. Here comes another one. So you can tell that's a plane. I don't even have to zoom in on it. It wouldn't matter anyway. That's just a flare right there for the light. Street light. Oh, look at the drone. The drone's flying around the plane. No, it's a flare from the street light, man. But yeah, you can tell that's just a plane, man. See how easy it could be to trick somebody to and believe in something, Just be honest with yourselves, man. Yeah, the stars are clear tonight, man. lot of noise in the sky, man. Yeah, I don't see anything. This is the night, man. Oh, hang on. Oh, I appreciate y'all hanging out, keeping me company, man. You know, I've been thinking investing in an infrared camera or camcorder or binoculars that can record. But because back in the day, the infrared was the bomb, man. Because it just pulled out so much detail out of the sky and the clouds. It was that YouTube used to have that video editor, and it had filters on it, and it had infrared. I used it for probably about 6 months, man, and it was amazing. You could film regular and then use the filter, infrared filter from YouTube video editor. But sure enough, man, because it was bringing out so much detail out of things, man, that they took it down. That's the first thing they got rid of the infrared one, and then other people started using some of the other filters. Which the black and white reverse wasn't bad, man, but the infrared was the bomb, man. All the rest of them, you know, they're all right, man. They bring out some details, but they weren't the best filters. Not like that infrared was, man. But a lot of times you watch videos and they got infrared and they're showing what looks like orbs flying across the sky. They're nothing but satellites, man. In infrared, I find it's more better for daytime, believe it or not, in the daytime than it is for nighttime, man. Because I don't know, it brings out so much detail, man. It just brings out so much detail in the daytime than it did at night, man. Yeah, I got cold, man. Venus, man, is catching up pretty quick, man. My car's running like crap, man. She's old. She's old like me. She be leaking here. She be leaking there. She be leaking over there. She be leaking in the tires, man. Oh well, it is what it is, man. She had a good run. Yeah, the Pope doing some satanic crap. The government's fucking straight up lying. Well, ain't seeing nothing much now. Not like it was when it was just starting to get dark. Well, we seen one thing we couldn't explain. What brings me out here tonight. And then I seen another thing with the plane and it looked like an orb, but like I said, I'm leaning towards more of it being a satellite and it just crossed and passed that exact moment and angle, and that's what that was because it did fade away like a satellite would. And then the white ball looking energy down by the tree line. It's never never popped up. I think it was going away from me towards the west, south, southwest. And that's why it never come back up over the tree line or by. But it was pretty damn low. Well, not even seeing the plane now. That's good. We don't want no planes, man. Yeah, I should have went down by the. I should have went down by the river, man. Down by the oil refinery. Well, lucky I got they got camcorders, two different positions that I could literally see on YouTube. 2024 live. I could watch that. I do. I usually been watching, but it's been so cloudy. There's no sense in me looking at it. But tonight was gonna be a good night for me to check them out, man. You need to replace the cameras, though, man. Don't worry, man. I'm rubbernecking all around, man. I got the sunroof open. Ain't nobody getting nothing flying up over my head, man. Oh, one of them don't start dropping some of that. Whoa. Someone don't start dropping some of that molten metal crap on me. But I'll take it. That's some kind of fusion happening there, man. It's kind of like, think about it, man. You know, that object's up in the sky. It's some kind of fusion. You know, kind of think of it as your sun, man. You know, and throwing a sun flare. It's I highly doubt it's nuclear. I would think not, man. I think it's a little bit more advanced than that. You know, and it ain't the first time if you guys think about, shit dripping from these things. It's been many, many years, people been witnessing it and shit. Even there's even writings on the walls and caves and shit, man. That process is taking place, man. It's nothing new. Been going on for forever, man. I think that's why people are so comfortable with this situation going on. A good percentage of these, anyway. I mean, I couldn't probably 40%, but I think you just because you're aware and you're awake, man. You got eyes to see. You got the knowledge to go look. You got the knowledge to explore and think for yourselves. You don't have to be told what's right, what's wrong, and this is the way it is because we say so. You question it, and it's like Cooper said, man. Don't trust anybody, not even your own mother, man. He's the godfather of the truth. Alex Jones stole his identity. Most of what Alex Jones says is regurgitating Mr. Cooper. He ain't the first one to be assassinated before your eyes. Like Kennedy, huh? They fear Trump coming and telling you the truth. The Lord protect that man. Honesty's the best policy. I don't care if they do come down here, an intelligent life form, and promise to cure me of cancer or make no hunger anymore and cure all diseases and make everything peaceful and loving. And I'm not buying it, man. I'm not even signing anything. I'm not signing up for it, man. I don't even like being on YouTube. But it's a way for me to express myself in my opinion and my beliefs and my theories and, kind of rant and get my thoughts out of me. But I'm not signing up on anything, man. If they laying down here and, I'm just staying with God. I don't even care if they come down here and tell me they created me. I think you're a liar. And then I put them in check. Mate, who's your creator? I make them tell me, who's your creator? And I ain't talking about the ones that were created to do certain tasks. I'm talking about the ones that created them. Who's their creator? Checkmate. Because there's no way I'm going for it. And so many people would. So many people would sit there and say, they got cancer and we're going to cure you out. They would turn their back on the Lord Jesus Christ, King of Kings, man. I'm not doing it. Because if I die, I don't die. I know what's promised to me. And I sure rather have what the Lord Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, promised me than what any of these freaking intelligent life forms out there may. Why is it? Why has it always been a big secret? Why are you hiding yourselves? Why ain't you presented yourself thousands and thousands of years ago with the human species and said, interacting as a why? Huh? Why deceive and lie? And expect me to trust you? I think not. Nope. Nothing. Just some beautiful stars that Lord Jesus Christ, King of Kings made, man. I always get out here and I never want to go in, because I'm afraid as soon as I go in, I'm going to miss something. Back in the day when I had my camcorder, I'd go upstairs, man. I had my window facing east and one facing west. And I could film the planets, the moon, all day long, man. All night long, man. But I got neighbors, different neighbors on both sides of me now, so I'm thinking I'm doing something perverted and shit, man. The guy's sitting there filming my window or something, Not anyone's going on. But I did tell my one neighbor though, like, when they first moved in, I said, "Hey, have you seen me out here with the camcorder and shit? I ain't spying on you or anything, man. I'm filming the stars and shit." But I don't think he was buying it, man. It's one that almost burnt down my house. You know, just not seeing anything. Bummer, man. I ain't even getting in the spray tonight. Temperature is dropping though because everybody's windows are getting misty. Here's a train. I told them a long time, many, many years ago, man, them trains are going too fast coming out of that tunnel from Canada or going to Canada, vice versa. But nonetheless, man, I told them, man, they're moving too fast. It's going to be a derailment. And sure as shit, there was a derailment. Just like when I went down to city council and told them about when they had, what was it, Northern Strike? That military in the north here. And I told them because they were fucking blowing up schools and shit and flying helicopters all over the place. They didn't blow up no schools here. That's out of town. I think it was Flint that happened, which ain't far from me really. But here they were laying in Black Hawk helicopters and shit, man, and doing all these going into the old building and shit, blowing up the doors and shit, doing all this crazy shit and flying downtown and shit. Before all that happened, man, I told them, man, the city shouldn't allow that shit to go on because what happens if one of them Black Hawk helicopters falls, man? You know? And sure as shit, shortly after that, they went and done all that shit, man. And guess what? One of them Black Hawk helicopters hit an overhang downtown Fort Erie, Michigan. Didn't do no damage to the helicopter, but sure did over the overhang that hung over the sidewalk. That was the old Sperry's building, man. You go back and Google it, research and look at it, man. I'm telling you the truth. But I told him that was going to happen, man. They just didn't listen. Got a new mayor. She's a Democrat. I voted for her. Only Democrat I ever voted for. Because before she was mayor, she was on city council, and I called a couple different city council members. Well, I called them all one day. Voiced my opinion about something, like I usually do. I mean, not to them all, but just voice my opinion, period, anyway. But anyway, she was the only one that took the time and talked to me and listened to what I had to say. And then she told me to go down to the city council meeting, blah, 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 and I'd voice my opinion there. But she was the only one that paid attention, man. She's the only one that listened. And she agreed with me, actually. Well, I voted for her. Now let's see if she gets something, takes care of that situation for me, man. A lot of things are gonna have to go into account for that, man. Non-profit organization, blah blah blah. You know the routine, man. Trying to set up something, shit, man. Gotta jump through the hoops. Money just ain't gave to you. Gotta work at it. But I'm pretty sure with her help, man, we'll get it done. Nope, not seeing anything but the beautiful stars, the planets. Might have to call it, man. Well, we tried anyway, right? I ain't even so much that one satellite. I do believe it was satellite. That's the only satellite I seen too, man. I ain't even seen no satellites. Usually you see three or four or five when you're sitting out here for over an hour. You know, there's just so many of them damn things up there. I ain't been lucky to see Starlink either, man. Oh, there's the plane flying from the east to the west. That's usually their pattern, man. But don't get a whole lot except when they're spraying. When they ain't spraying, you hardly see any planes. And like I said, they usually fly from the east to the west, or not even so much from the west back to the east. Yes, it's a beautiful night to be out stargazing, man. Looking for some orbs, and not so much about the drones. And that's amazing, you know. They put up a no fly zone for drones and shit, man. And that didn't help at all, man. That didn't even make it last week like more crazier and shit, man. They should have all socialist platforms, YouTube, X, all of them. They should have some kind of thing where you have to sign saying your shit ain't fake. It ain't artificial, intelligently made and shit. You know, I'm not sure. I think there's a platform already out there that may be doing that, man. And if you don't follow that rule and shit, kick your ass off the platform, man. You know, putting out that fake shit, man. I don't even watch hardly any videos from Mexico or certain countries, man. It's just I don't, man. Like, okay, whatever, man. I click that shit on. Nope. Yeah, there's one lonely plane went by, and that's it. And it's commercial. I can tell, man. Even though it's dark, it's way the hell up there. You can still tell it's commercial. Speed's a factor too, man. The smaller jets, man, they fly low and fast, man. You know. Uh, I got lucky earlier. I ain't gonna. That's burned in my brain, man. Even by filming it, I don't know if it would even end up showing up, man. But it's all right. I know what I see, man. It was shadowly cloaked, boomerang. It looked more. I mean, it looks solid, like a type of a pyramid, but I would, I almost, it's a pretty good size too, though, man. Looked like stealth bomber or something, but it wasn't, man, because it's the speed of it, man, and just not being able to. I mean, you see it, but I don't know how to explain it, man. Like you could see it, but you were looking through it, man, but you weren't. Kind of like smoky, I guess, cloaky, man. I don't, no lights. I'm saying it was the color was black, but it kind of blended into the color of the sky. It was because, like I said, the sun was just going down, so it was almost like blended in with it, but not just quite, man. Like it just didn't have the right, I don't know, light or cloaking down perfect, man. It's just off. There goes another plane. Red light, white light, blinking. This one's kind of different, though, man. Don't hear nothing. Yeah, that's gotta be a plane. Light pattern's pretty good. And you gotta remember, man, different angles and shit. You see things different, man. Different heights. I'm bombing, man. I'm gonna get a little something, something. I take a shooting star right now, man. Smoke me another little bit of a joint, and we be calling it, man. Go inside where it's warm, man. Hit the webcams. I do that. I search the webcams all over the place, man. I rather search webcam live feeds, man, because you can see some stuff, man. I have caught a lot of different things on live webcams, man. But I just want to watch mine and around my area. I got all up and down the St. Clair River and shit, man. But I watched two of them right here in my own town. They two of them they face out towards Lake Huron, and they go up and down the St. Clair River, and plus they point towards the oil refinery. That's what I'm really interested in going to watch. Yep, Mars moved pretty good, man. I don't know how long I've been out here, man, but I reckon close to over an hour, almost probably. I don't know. Yeah, she's moving pretty good. I like the winter time, man. Stars got more of a crisp to them. Watch, as soon as I shut this down, man, something would happen. Shut the windows. Smoke a little bit more. I can't see them no more. Yeah, it's a bummer I can't park on the street, man. They'll drive by sure as shit and give me a ticket. I don't like leaving my car so close to the thieves. Tight ass driveway, man. When it does snow, I ain't got no place to put the snow. Smoke a little bit and then we'll call it, man. Where'd that go? I have to grab it tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't get lucky. I did earlier, but I didn't get lucky with the last live feeding, man. That sucked. But we gave it a try, man. Like I said, with this phone anyway, it ain't really much catching shit anyway. If you did catch it, pretty much have to land in front of you, man. Go get online, hit the cams, live cams, and surf around, see if anybody caught anything amazing. All right, I'm gonna cut this short, man. No, I shouldn't say short. Been on here, bro. How long have I been on here? Over, I can't even see that, man. I don't know. It'll take them a day and a half for this video to upload anyway. It'll be uploaded, man, but I won't be able to go back into the video because it'll tell me it's still processing. Usually, shit. Day and a half. Never used to be like that. Everybody else will be able to see it. I just won't be able to. If I'm signed in. If I'm signed on, I guess. Wow, it don't need a wallet in here. Got my little street on there. Yeah, this would have been the night, man. This would have been the night for them to show themselves. There's a plane. Well, earlier was pretty active. Yeah, this would have been a perfect night. Well, I ain't scared. Seems like they're scared. You want to show yourself? Huh? You coward? All this time, you ain't never showed yourselves, man. You always got the upper hand, though, huh? I guess if you study the human species as long as you have, you know what makes them tick. You know how to control, dominate. Yeah, I gave it a try, man. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect. Maybe next time.